Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I am about to attempt to reorganize my kitchen. I thought you guys might enjoy coming along for the ride. I'm thinking about maybe doing a series of some kind because I'm really in the mood to do some cleaning and reorganizing. Well, maybe not cleaning, but mainly just reorganizing. Not that it's horrible, but there's some things that just need to be put in different places. So yeah, it's a little messy, as you can see, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick tour of kind of what I have to work with and where things are right now. Liam wants to be in the video. Is that right? Is that why you're standing there? You want to be in the video? Okay. This is the only room that we totally remodeled when we bought this house, and I love how it turned out. We do have plenty of counter space, but there's a few things that we've been dealing with that I think could be better. The first thing that could be better is this corner right here just ends up being a pile of junk, and so we need to do something about that, obviously. For the longest time, this cabinet was in front of this outlet. It was not functional. It doesn't look quite the way I would want it to look, but it's more functional this way, and it doesn't look bad. For the upper cabinets, I have plates and bowls stored in here, and then we have our range. And then in this upper cabinet over here, I have like snacks and our baking supplies and stuff like that. And then we have open shelving on either side of this window. And I think I've figured out pretty well how to make it look decent and both make it functional at the same time. I love these jars. I got them at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. I can store things on these shelves and they look nice and clean at the same time. This other corner over here on the other side of the window, I'm pretty happy with how that looks right now. We've got some bowls. We have all of our coffee stuff, which is great because our coffee pot is right over here. So we have all of our coffee supplies. Obviously the counters are pretty messy right now. Got some cleaning I need to do. This is one thing I've got to figure out what to do with, and I dumped it out the other day and I just haven't done anything else with it. So this is all like bottles and pump supplies, which I rarely even use, so I don't know why I have them here. This is the last upper cabinet. We just have random glasses and mugs in here. And obviously the fridge, the dishwasher is over here. So coming back around to the peninsula, in the lower cabinets, I have all of our small appliances like toaster, my Instant Pot, blender, mixer, stuff like that. We actually put in this peninsula after we bought the house, so this is something that we added. But this huge drawer, oh my gosh, looking at it on camera makes me realize just how bad this is. Some people probably think, what are you thinking? But anyways, all my big knives are stored in here. I don't know, can openers, skewers, grill stuff, random kitchen tools, bag clips. I mean, I don't even know what all we have in here. It's a mess. And then we have, basically, I actually just cleaned these out not long ago, but they've gotten bad again. 2 junk drawers where we have random crap. Yeah. Please tell me I'm not the only one that has a drawer like this. I know I'm not. Over here we have silverware. Down here, this cabinet is awful too. These are my Pyrex dishes and larger bowls, larger bakeware type items. I cannot stand this system because I have to pull everything out in order to find what I need. Down here I have my pots and saucepans, my different pots and saucepans, which I think this is fine here for now. Under the range I have skillets, pans, and cookie sheets. Here I have spatulas and things like that. Here we have cutting boards in this drawer. If you guys saw the popcorn video, you saw Steven rummaging through this drawer. I keep trying to get him to wear this apron, but he won't. I don't really know why I even have it in here. Bottom drawer, I have all of our foil and plastic bags and paper stuff like that. Plastic wrap. So here in this roundabout, I have all of our spices and seasonings. This is one thing that I'm planning on changing just because I'm sick of rummaging through all this stuff. I'm not even using this lower section, so I really feel like I need to make use of this better. And then obviously under the sink, dish detergent, cleaning supplies, stuff like that. Hey, Dad. Water break. The kids have been playing outside all day, haven't you? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't need to play in that. So I'm gonna get started on this and we're going to get some organization done. So actually, organization did not happen that day. Some stuff came up with the kids, so I had to abandon ship and get started after the weekend. But here I am working on the spice cabinet. And of course, as usual, things did not go as planned, so I had some other messes pop up along the way. This is what we're working with right now.
I want to record myself. She's making a mess. No, no, no. Nah, you want to make faces? Do you want to? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You can't do it while you're recording, remember?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Remember, you can't do it while you're recording. You have to stop recording. I want to put all that extra. Oh, you can't change it while you're recording. Okay. Look.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You're trying to look. It's not doing it because you're still recording. Remember, if that red light is up there in the top, then you're still recording.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3.
You can't do it while you're recording.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness.
It's really bad. I've just made a huge mess between kids and cooking and pulling stuff out of cabinets.
Sure did.
Yep, I sure did. We'll see. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it done today. I really thought I was going to. So anyways.
Wait. Stare up there.
What are you going to do?
Stare up there.
I know what he's doing. So I had to call in some backup because it's an emergency. A kitchen emergency. I knew what you were doing there. I finally put the green apron on. Here we go. This is all I got. This is all I got to work with.
That's all you get.
clean. And I wanted to show you guys before I lost my chance, because right now the kids are actually all occupied and Stephen is gone. I'm gonna have to start cooking dinner as soon as I finish showing you this. So this is literally my only chance to show you my kitchen is actually clean. It's not spotless by any means, but I reorganized several things and everything's picked up out of the way. Doesn't it look good? There's still a couple things that I want to do, like I did not clean off the top of the fridge, but I did go through and kind of reorganize and get rid of a few things in the drawers that I showed you all. So this is the big drawer, and I know it doesn't really look that much better, but believe it or not, I moved all of the knives, all of the sharp things, and a few other things out of this drawer, so it's pared down somewhat. And then here, this drawer I'm naming Stephen's drawer because it's got a lot of his stuff in it. I moved all of Stephen's things in here to the back. I didn't like go through everything because I'm not sure exactly what to do with it all, but I'm gonna let him go through that at some point later. So there's that. It's still a little junky, but not as bad. And then this was also a junk drawer, and I turned it into a knife and scissors and sharp things drawer. And now they're actually closer to the countertop where I do a lot of my prepping. So it just makes more sense here. So I'm really happy about that. I'm gonna show everybody the drawers. Open it up. Do you notice anything different? You do? What's different?
This and this and these are over here, but now they're over here.
Right, which I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but all I did was just flip this little caddy around and it just makes so much more sense. So here's the big cabinet under the peninsula. All I did here is just clean it up a bit. Moved a few things over to another cabinet, but mainly I just kept like my, I guess, biggest small appliances, like the Instant Pot, the toaster, the waffle maker, down here on the bottom, and then some of the smaller things that I don't use as often I put on the shelf. Okay, this was one of the worst cabinets. If you remember, it had all of my bakeware and stuff like that just piled. So I moved our electric griddle in here, and then I moved my Pyrex dishes that I use the most often, and then some lightweight bowls that have lids that really wouldn't fit anywhere else. I stuck them in here too. So this is pretty much the same. I just cleaned it up and organized it a little bit and added a few other utensils. And then down here, Landon wants to help. I ended up moving all of those bottles and pump parts down here, and then some other spices. I may move this or change this later, but down here is pretty much the same. I removed the aprons that we never use. But I kept all the oven mitts and measuring cups down here for now. This is exactly the same. This is still paper and foil and stuff. So here is where I used to have all of our spices. So since I moved most of our spices up here, I went ahead and moved some larger items that I had up in our cabinet, like protein powder, coconut oil, things like that. I moved them down here, and then on the bottom I put my strainers and some pans that I don't use very often. And actually I just remembered that I think I got cut off and forgot to show you all this originally, but I did move a few things around in here. Here we have our air popper and blender equipment and cheese grater on the top, and then on the bottom I just have some containers and pans that I don't use very often, along with some extra jars. And there are a couple of things that I added here on the open shelving. I did move a few other things around here on the open shelving. I added my really big over the sink strainer, which I love. I put that up there. Hey, what you doing? What are you doing? Do you notice anything else different? I put my wooden cutting boards here behind the fruit basket. That's one of the other things that I changed around. So we'll see how this works for us. I really like that my spices are right next to the stove. I hope you guys enjoyed this organize and clean with me, and also a little mini tour of my kitchen. I know that I love to see other people's kitchens and how they organize things and how they make it functional for them. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any suggestions for me on how to make this space more functional, leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Want to say bye, Landon?
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Move the camera too much. Too quickly, I should say.
So the way you were doing it is fine.
No.
Oh, you were mocking me when you did that.
Yeah, I was mocking you. Today will be tomorrow.
Steven's teaching me how to use a camera.
Woo!